Hi everyone, welcome to the channel. Today I have a review for you. This is the NasalFresh MD. This is the full bundle. It's the premium bundle with the carrying case. I have been using Navage for years, and I happened to see this one on some social media, and so I really liked some of the things that it had. As some of you know, if you've watched my other videos, I've had surgery on my sinuses, and actually I'm post 1 year, so I'll probably do a video on that. But on the back, it'll show you the Navage versus the NasalFresh MD. Some of the things that I saw that were a little bit different is Navage has the little pods, and you know, those are quite expensive. With this one, you can just use the little packets of salt, which is nice. You don't have to worry about that. The Navage has this little mechanism, which is why those pods are required. You can get like a little rubber thing that you could put in there. I just always found that the salt packets didn't dissolve, I guess, as well as the pods for the Navage. This one also doesn't run on batteries, so Navage runs on batteries, and this one is rechargeable. And so I'm sure there's other things in here too, so let's go ahead and take a look at it and see what we got. So I'm going to unbox it and see what comes. Now, I think I got this directly from NasalFresh, and it was on sale. And so I got it for, I think it was $75, which was a really good deal. Now, Navage is typically $100+. Last time I had some problems with my Navage, and I had contacted them. They sent me a new, the battery cover. Water was getting in there, so that didn't work. So I got one on eBay, and it was like 60 or 70 bucks, but these are typically pretty expensive, so I was pretty happy with $75 for the full kit. So when I open it up, it looks like this. So it has this little carrying case, so we'll go ahead and get that opened up. So inside, looks like this. So I like that it has a little pocket where you can, there's like a little mesh here, and you can keep some of your stuff in that. So let's go ahead and get some of the stuff out. So this did come with 30 and 30, it says. So you get 30 and 30 of those. So that's pretty good, 60 of those. I do use mine every single day. I have to because of my surgery that I had. And then this is the actual machine. Also in here, you get your instructions. And there is a product warranty registration. So I will be filling that out. And a little QR code. Okay. So what else do we have? I'm going to set this aside, but just so you guys can take another look. The unit was in here, and then you have this for all your little accessories. Okay, so they give you a little spoon. You do have to mix in your salt to make sure it dissolves with this one. Now with the Navage, you don't do that because you have to close with the pod in there and all of that kind of stuff. But with this one, it's more open. It comes with the charger. And I'll go through a little bit of the instructions, but I did read this a little bit, and I believe it has to charge for 8 hours. So I obviously didn't use it yet. It comes with the nose pillows. Along with that, so let's just open this up. So these are the nose pillows that you're going to use to do your rinse every day, okay? But it also comes with this, which is, and Navage has this as well, by the way, similar anyway. It comes with this, which basically the water goes in and goes out, and this is how you clean your machine, okay? So it also comes with those. And then actually I see another spoon. So, another spoon, okay? All right. Just get all that stuff out of the way. Here's the machine. So I'm going to go ahead and open this, hopefully. Oh, those were extra nose pillows. I see nose pillows are already on here, so that's cool. Alright, so this is the machine. And I will do probably another video to show you how to use it and clean it and all that kind of stuff. Right here you can see the nose pillows. This is nice. So this has a cover on it. The Navage does not have a cover. So this is nice because I like that it keeps, you know, the dirt and stuff out. Obviously clean your Navage as well, but this is nice to have over top of that, and it just kind of snaps in there. So the thing different here is this is going to pull out. And the one thing that I saw, because I only saw one review of this, but the one thing that I saw was that it's not retractable. So it's just a little thing. You just have to kind of stuff it back in to there. You know, it is what it is, I guess, on that part. But it goes back in here like that. Now there's two tanks. So there's the top tank. And it's got 300 milliliters, it looks like. And then you have your bottom tank. Pull that out. Alright, so one with clean water, one with the water that filters through. Alright, so let's go ahead and take a look at the instructions a little bit here. So it comes with safety instructions. So it basically tells you, you know, you have to use distilled water. What I do is, you can use boiled water, it says, but what I do is I have what they call Neomed. It's like a neti pot kind of thing, but it's a little plastic bottle. Probably not the best thing to heat up water in, but I put my distilled water in there. I put it in the microwave for like 25 seconds, and then I pour it in. If you do it at, for me personally, if I do it at room temperature, it is freezing for me. I can't stand it. But it does say do not use hot water hotter than 90 degrees, which I'm not. It's lukewarm, right? So also, you can't use it for children under 12. You could get some ear popping. I do get that sometimes with the Navage. Sometimes I feel like water's in my ear. That takes a little bit. You got to kind of just, you know, you're going to blow your nose and all that afterwards and stuff like that. It does tell you to clean the device. It does tell you how to clean the device. You are going to clean this device before you use it. Okay, so there's instructions for that. It gives you all the parts so you can see them there. The upper tank is the saline, the lower tank is the waste, what they call the wastewater. We talked about, you know, some of the other pieces. There's an activation button on here. So there we go. And that's how you're going to activate it to get it to come up and do the rinse. So it says that the hose that's connected to that, the bare long hose that I showed you guys, that you got to kind of stuff in there. That is actually a antimicrobial 30-inch two-way hose, it looks like. Yep. This actually has 3 speeds. On-off power button. I didn't know that. Okay, so when I look on the top of this, see the 3, 1, 2, 3, and then the button. So that's interesting. Navage has 1 speed, and that's basically it. So that's pretty cool. And I think that that's it for this as far as the machine goes. It tells you how to set it up. So it's basically assembled. I mean, you're just going to charge it. Like I said, I think it says the charge is 8 hours. Yep, it says full charging cycle of 8 hours. Plug your device in for a minimum of 3 hours for each subsequent charging cycle or till the light turns green. So there you have that. A red light indicator is normal and indicative of a new charging cycle. A green light indicates fully charged. So that's cool. You're going to add your water. It says you can fill the upper tank to the 300 milliliter line, which is basically to the top. You're going to use either 1 or 2 of the salt packs. So I guess you would have to see, you know, what works for you. It tells you how to use it. So one of the things that I read was on these nasal pillows, in order to get a good fit, you can actually turn these, it says. And when you turn them, they either go in or they'll go like out. See how that one went out a little bit? There, see how it's more straight than this one? So that's how you kind of get like a good fit. And I haven't done it yet, so we'll see. There is only one size of those pillows is what it looks like. Oh, and there's also these little O-rings in the bag. I don't know what those are for. Let's see. So nasal irrigation. This is pretty much the same as the Navage. You're going to breathe through your mouth and all those types of things. Now, one of the things it does say with this, which I don't know, I've tried doing this with the Navage and it doesn't work for me, so I will try it on here probably, but it tells you to do, you know, because it's only going to push and suction one way through, right? So let's just say you go this way. What this tells you is halfway through, you're going to reverse that. And so then you're going to go this way. I've tried doing both ways with Navage, and for some reason it doesn't, I can only do one way. I don't know. Could just be me. So I will try that. And so that's pretty much the same other than swapping that around. That's a little bit different. It also tells you about cleaning and drying. So the one thing that I noticed, so for my Navage, because if you've seen the Navage, it completely comes apart, and so I do have like a little holder, and so all the pieces kind of go into that holder. This is just, you know, would sit on a table. You don't need a holder for anything. Everything is all encompassed into one thing, so you don't really need a holder, but it says you do want to make sure that everything is dry. So when I put my Navage on the rack, everything dries, and then, you know, you could, for this one, put it away. I use it every day, so I don't know that I'm going to put it away. But you do want to make sure that everything is dry. So I got to figure out how I'm going to do that, because I don't want this thing like sitting around all day, you know, getting something in it. Because this top reservoir, which this is one thing that's really weird. Okay, so this is the top reservoir, which is where you put your clean water and your salt right here. There's no lid for this. So I get you want it to dry. So I figured, you know, if you rinsed it out, you could, you know, put it upside down or whatever. But, and it has a carrying case, so don't get me wrong. You know, if it's dry, I can put it in the carrying case. If it's not dry though, that is just like wide open. That seems awfully odd to me, just because like this has something on it. Why doesn't this have something on it? I don't know. That's weird to me. I don't get that part of it. But anyway, we'll find out. So let me just go back. Okay, cleaning and drying. And then after a couple of times of doing this, it says you want to do the cleaning again. So you're going to want to, when you clean this, I'll do this on a separate video, but when you clean this, you're going to want to put distilled water in it, and you'll put like a drop of, I'm going to just put a drop of like Dawn in, and then you mix it up and you run it through, and then you run it through clean cycle. So that's what you would be doing once you know, use it. You're going to continue to clean it. And then of course these pillows come off, so you can, you know, clean those with soap and hot water and soap. And then it's said to rinse with cold water. So, so that's really, you know, everything that I read about this. It says drying, separate the tanks and nasal pillows from the mechanical module and dry all parts before storage. So I'm trying to figure out, I might have to do a little research here. I'm trying to figure out, like, where am I going to put this to dry? I don't want to have it, like, you know, just hanging out in the kitchen. So I got to figure out a way to dry this because I don't have like a stand or anything. Maybe they make one, I don't know. But you know, this is nice to store it, but I have to use it every day. So I don't know that I would be storing it in there, and then it probably wouldn't be dry. I don't know, that would seems to me silly. If you just use it here and there, that probably makes sense. Or if you wanted to take it with you, traveling or something like that, that is a great thing to have. But anyway, so you can also scan this and get the instruction manual as well. So that's the owner's manual. So anyway, that is the unboxing. I will do another video for, you know, cleaning it out, having it work. I won't let you see how I clean my nose. That's kind of like gross, but I will make sure that I go through how it works, and then I will try it and let you guys know what I think of it compared to the Navage. And we just got one of these. My husband also uses the Navage just to see how it was. One of the reasons why I'll tell you that I got this and I wanted to try it is I don't feel like the Navage does a lot of suction. Once I get done with the Navage, and again, I use it every morning, there's a lot of water still. And I would love to have that more sucking out of the, you know, of there, so that I don't have as much. And one of the things with this is with the Navage, you know, you're holding it up like this and you're trying to keep the water level. With this, you're just doing this. I mean, you don't have to do anything with the water because it's just sitting on the table. And so you're just, and you know, like it has the 3 speeds. And so I'm hoping I can get a little bit better suctioning of that. Right now, I have a sinus infection again. So probably do a video on my septoplasty because while, you know, it was very successful, I've been having some issues. So anyway, that's my review of the NasalFresh. We'll give you an update once I get it charged up, and I'll give you a video on that. So stay tuned if you're interested in that. Thanks for spending the time with me. Don't forget to like and subscribe. It really helps me out. I appreciate it, and have a great day and a new year.